Hey guys, Hoonie here. Today I'm reading an article sent to me by my buddy Josh called Top 20 Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are gay icons, written by babysitter Stacy. Nostalgia alert. They are beautiful, fierce, and probably censored outside of Japan. So gentlemen, set your dual disc and make the best monsters win. Plus some trivia for their competitive viability. Good fucking god. Okay. After a 5 year break from the competitive Yu Gi Oh scene, a few months ago, I decided to get back in the game and practice. practice my skills through some online platforms that let you play with other players from across the world. However, while trying to build a deck that meets my expectations competitively and aesthetically, I came across the classic gamer dilemma. Ugh, I really want this monster in my deck because she looks so damn cute in that skirt, but it's such a useless card. And this is what inspired me to make this list. On a good note, nowadays, some of the most dominant archetypes in the competitive scene are pretty cute, like Trickstars and Sky Strikers. But back in the day, it was all about Jinzo, Monarchs, and Dragons, and my girls were lost in obscurity. So this list is gonna be about these old school cards with beautiful artwork of iconic female monsters that make my little gay heart scream. Yas, God fucking damn it. Yas Insect Queen work with some insight about their competitive value, either in the schoolyard duels or an official. I don't think schoolyard duels are competitive, but okay. Because some of them were able to defy the monster sexism and slay some duels. So let's get this trip down to gay memory lane started. You can't really. Did schoolyard duels in competitive, dude? Everyone just stacked their deck. Like, you can't. Anyway, I don't even know how to pronounce this guy. This woman, Gyakuten Megami. Green hair, don't care, the most famous old school profile, and you know she bought that nose. Stunning artwork, form, the majestic makeup, to the earpiece, to the glowing face jewels. Gi Gi Kono Dioda has an alternative artwork, has been featured in the trap card Aegis of Gaia, and also has a retrain Goddess of Sweet Revenge. I don't know that's her. I thought Goddess of Sweet Revenge was I don't know. Isn't that like a Valkyrie card? But okay. Any anime she was used by Seto Kaiba, but in real life, probably no one, as she is a vanilla monster with mediocre stats that requires a tribute. Gyakuten no, you better don't. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I reading? Number 19, Rose Spectrum of Dun. Miss Sasha Villard, her way up to this top 20 because of her beautiful artwork. That wet look with this glowy teal skin crawling through the thorny vines of that red rose dress. I mean, come on. She was never featured in the anime and never saw competitive or even schoolyard play because a level 6 vanilla fusion monster that can't get advantage of insta-fusion would never cut it. She done had herses. Number 18, Magician of Faith. I mean, at least, okay, the first good card on this list. Magician of Faith made it on this list because she is cute as fuck. Tea's favorite card and excellent for recycling strong spells from the grave. Competitively, she had a bumpy ride because when she was mostly needed, she was in the ban list for 13 years, and when she wasn't banned, spell cards were not as dominant. That's fair. Like, goat format this card's pretty bonkers. Today, she is limitless, but never sees any competitive play. Fun fact, Disenchanter is her older sister. I don't know what card that is. Stay strong, purple-haired magician, and remember, you gotta have faith. Jesus Christ. Number 17. It doesn't explain how they're gay icons, but okay. Princess of Surrogate. Who doesn't love a blonde mean girls who's chilling? Get it? In her crystal throne after she inherited everything from her dead husband in her pink robe. Ready to trash talk everyone in the school the next day and probably cut a bitch. Too? As a kid, I used to love this effect not only for her beautiful artwork, but also for her great burn effect, as most of my friends used to always get a full back row and inflicting 15 to 2,000 damage in one go is always a cute look. She probably never saw any competitive play except maybe some burn decks. Clock that blinding cheek highlighter though. Pheromone could never. Jesus Christ. Number 16, Thunder Nyan. Let's be real, this is an absolutely awful card, having only 1900 attack and a drawback effect is terrible. The only reason this card is high in this list is because I love the artwork, and I am a sucker for this Thunder-esque animal print outfit. She also has a close resemblance to one of my favorite and most beautiful, in my opinion, anime characters, Lum from the anime Urasei Yatsura. Side note, the fucking Italian opening to this anime fucking slaps. So if you haven't heard it before, I highly recommend looking it up. Anyway, fan fact. On the left image, you can see the uncensored OCG version of the card, and on the right is a censored, on the cleavage, international release of the card. This kind of censorship takes place quite often when a monster shows a lot of skin in an effort to make the cards less sexualized. Thunder Nyan Nyan on the runway, your animal print outfit was anime. Zing! But on the duel, your performance was not striking. Christ, goddammit. Number 15. Burger King Dream Sprite. Dream Sprite has definitely one of the most beautiful artworks in the entire game and is one of my very few cards whose nudity has not been censored. She looks like a psychedelic baby of the Little Mermaid and an avatar. Unfortunately, this doesn't make up for a lackluster effect. How is this a gay icon? Like, I don't understand. It makes no sense. Maybe this card has never seen competitive play. However, in the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links games, it seems she is really killing it, as the rules are way more simplified and very fitting for Dream Sprite's effect. Dream Sprite on your artwork, you are a dream to look at, but on the duel, you left us a little bit blue. On the duel? What? On the duel. Number 14, Super Robo Lady. When I see this card, she is giving me All Stars 2 of Drag Race Future of Drag Runway theme realness, and I want a Fifi O'Hara to do a Super Robo Lady cosplay immediately. This metallic pink outfit looks like something Moogler could have designed, and it gives me life points. Other than that, Super Robo Lady, as well as her male counterpart, Super Roboyaru, are two really bad fusion monsters with lackluster effects that never saw any kind of play. Even in the anime, these cards are terrible, just like every other card used by Tristan. Number 13, St. Joan. Just like the real St. Joan of art, great idea but horrible execution. Jesus Christ, that's really dark. This card really caught my eye as a kid. Stunning artwork, a good beater, and even though it is another vanilla fusion monster, the fact that Mary the Fallen One is gonna be on a grave after you summon it is not too shabby. What? on the grave. I use foolish burial to be on the grave my Sangan. What the fuck? I don't even know why you sent Sangan with that, but okay. God damn it. Fan fact, she has 3 counterparts. Guardian Angel Joan, Noble Knight Joan, and DDD Oracle King D'Arc. In the anime, this card was one of Serenity Wheeler's Tristan's sister's monsters? Bruh, if Tristan's trying to bang his own sister throughout the fucking series, dude, then we're in Alabama, not Japan. I think you mean Joey's sister. But okay. Number 12, Mystical Elf. Mystical Elf is probably one of the most iconic monsters used by Yugi in the anime. Whenever I see this card, I feel like this lady is praying for all of my sins and my acne to go away. Haha, true, relatable queen, yas. It was one of the best defensive vanilla monsters from back in the day that didn't require a tribute. You could probably find her in every schoolyard deck, waiting to surprise you after flipped face up with her 2000 defense. In the competitive scene during the early ooze, this card probably didn't see much play, as it's just a generic monster with good defenses. She also has a naughty counterpart, but we're gonna talk about her later on this list. Does he mean Dark Elf? Is she naughty because she's Dark Elf? I don't understand. How are they gay? Is that fucking Insect Queen? Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. What have I got myself into? Oh god, okay. Number 11. Mystical Sand. From Mystical Elf to Mystical Sand, if you have ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories on PS1 as a kid, you probably already know why I love this card so much. The only thing you needed was a female presenting card and anything that looked like a rocket. BAM! You have a 2100 attack beater gracing your field. The long green hair in this outfit and the "why you taking a picture of me? LOLK" attitude is truly iconic. Why is this a rock type though? It was always confusing to me. Well, apparently that's the result of an odd pan from the word sandwich, as the Japanese name of this card is Sandwich. Ain't no D in there, and sand equal rock, so here we are. God, here we go. Fucking Insect Queen. How the fuck? How the fuck is Insect Queen? Why is Insect Queen on this guy? How? I don't understand. I really. Yas, Insect Queen, work! And the entry to the top 10 is my favorite Ladybug, Insect Queen. I don't think she's a ladybug, dude. I don't see fucking spots, but alright. Another one who looks like she just stepped out of a 1997 Theory Mugler runway. If this thing was on the fucking runway, I think everybody would fucking run away, if you know what I mean. Goddamn, I'm fucking drunk. Anyway, the original owner of this card in the anime was my favorite insect nerd, Weevil Underwood. He's the only fucking insect nerd. What do you mean favorite? And the moment he used this card, I was mesmerized by how ferocious and fierce this six-legged woman looked. Unfortunately, insects were never dominant in a competitive scene or even between regular players. He fucking heard of insectors, dude? Insectors? Fucking dragonfly hornet blow up your whole board? But nah, dude, insects were never dominant in the competitive scene. It's not like insect or hornet and dragonfly are at one for the longest time. Last year, Insect Queen received a retrain called Metamorphosed Insect Queen, who is definitely a huge upgrade, but the only competitive insect deck is the fucking crawler. Fucking crawler. I don't even know what the fuck crawlers do. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna tell me insects were never dominant, not mention insectors, but they're gonna be like the only competitive insect deck at the moment is crawler? Fucking crawlers? Oh my god. Has a philosophy that doesn't really work with Her Majesty. Insect Queen. on the runway, your outfit was fly, but on the duel, your effect didn't really bug your opponent. I'm gonna start saying that like I summon Vion and I will send on the graveyard my Shadow Mist. I have won on the duel. Number 9, Archery Girl, also known as Toon Mermaid. Can you really? I don't. Oh, God. This little mermaid got tunified as well as a heavy fake tan and became an icon. She was one of Pegasus's Toon Monsters, the silver haired queer villain from the first series of the anime who was also the creator of the entire card game. Is he queer though if he was trying to revive his dead wife? I feel like if he was queer he wouldn't give a shit about her. But okay, go on. In the anime, Toon Mermaid was a fantastic card as she was virtually invisible, hiding inside Toon World whenever a threat was upon her. However, in the real life, the Toon archetype is gimmicky and literally a joke. Maybe back in the school, we used to win some duels with our Toon monsters by making up fake effects inspired by the anime. Facts, bro. But in reality, no player who respects themselves would use a Toon deck. On the runway, your outfit was animated and not a joke, folks, but on the duel, your performance was not that loony. Why does he keep references on runway, dude? It's not a fashion show. These are fucking cards. Number 8 is Dark fucking Necrofear. Jesus Christ, god fucking damn it. This creepy robotic lady don't need no wig to bring her. I don't need no wig to bring fear in my opponents. Her bald-headed style is nothing to joke about. But competitively, well, there have been some complaints, as a kid used to love it when a lady boss monster was released, but in reality, this card is too slow. The fact that she requires to banish 3 fiend monsters to summon is a big con, as fiend decks usually need their graveyards intact to be able to recycle their cards and activate their effects. Also, her stats might be lackluster for such a high level monster, but this artwork, with her holding a broken doll, is a dream. Or probably a nightmare. Oh god fucking. Number 7, Dark Witch. Out of all the cards I think listed. Okay, yeah, real shit. Out of all the cards listed, this might be the only card on here. Change of Heart, Jesus Christ. Might be like the only like card I have seen competitive play. That sultry look with that blue velvet choker and these velvet gloves gives me all the 90s VMA Sailor Moon-esque vibes I need to survive. On a first look, this gorgeous card seems like a useless vanilla monster that requires a tribute to summon. Like, ew. However, I know it's gonna come as a big surprise, but Dark Witch has actually seen competitive play. 2 years ago, a deck that was very dominant in the competitive scene was the Brilliant Monarchs deck that apparently this card found a spot there to shine as the deck was in need of a level 5 light vanilla monster that was preferably fairy because of some Dark Lord shenanigans that you could face. Real shit, I fucking hated that format. Dark Witch on the runway, your outfit was bewitching, and on the duel, you really put a spell on your opponents. Number 6, Change of Heart. Moving to a number 6, we have the only non-monster card on the list, Change of Heart. I decided to put this lady up there simply because the artwork is beyond stunning, and she was also Bakura's favorite card in the anime. A lovely fiendish kid who cross-dressed as her during an episode of the first season. I don't think robes is like cross-dressing. When I hear cross-dressing, I think like skirts and I don't know, like Bugs Bunny, but okay. Change of Heart is a fantastic card because it has a pretty straightforward effect. You take control of an opponent's monster and then you can do whatever you want with it. How good has this card been competitively? Well, I have no clue, as she has been on the ban list forever because of her amazing, costless effect. On the duel, you really showed us your heart, but the fact you are still on the ban list needs to change. Number 5 is Dark Elf. I really don't understand how these are so-called gay icons. It's just like, oh, this I love this card. This card is not competitively viable, but I love it. This is a gay icon though. And the top 5 of the list is gonna start with the Naomi Campbell of cards. What the fuck does that even mean? Miss Dark Elf, the dark counterpart of Mystical Elf. Their stats have been reversed, and now she has an effect. Well, not a good one though. Dark Elf, unlike Mystical Elf, has seen competitive play. During the old school days, being able to summon a 2k beater without a tribute was a great asset. Yeah, you had to pay a pretty penny to be able to attack. But even if you didn't want to do that, you could just let her be on the field to intimidate your opponent. Even if this card wouldn't have a competitive pass, she would still be that high just because of that face. So check your lipstick before you come for her. God. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking come for her, alright. Gemini Elf. Here comes double trouble, it's Gemini Elf. Just like Dark Elf back in the day, having a level 4 normal summoned beater like Legend or Salmon Colored Fish was a thing. And when this card came out, she became a staple in every competitive deck. Gemini Elf was the first monster with more than 1800 attack that didn't require a tribute and didn't have a drawback effect, as she was a normal monster. That was until the release of Gene Warped Werewolf, 2000 attack level 4 monster. But during that time, the only reason to use a vanilla monster competitively was Dino Rabbit decks. Gemini Elf, as you can see on the left picture, has an alternative artwork, and both artworks were censored for their international release in the cleavage area. I really like how it specifies. Harpy and Francis Christ. Number 3. What the hell's number 1? Number 3, Dark Magician Girl. Top 3, and we have Dark Magician Girl, the female counterpart of Dark Magician. I was really contemplating where in the top 3 to place this card, as she is probably one of the most iconic female monsters from the series and a fan favorite. So you see multiple alternative artworks, and she is definitely a staple in every collection. However, you'll probably never see this card in a serious deck, not even a Dark Magician deck, which is basically the same thing as Dark Magician decks are simply bad. God, might be like the most true statement out of this entire fucking article. She has a mediocre effect for a tribute summon monster, and competitively, she's overshadowed by every other card in Dark Magician archetype. Number 2, Harpy Lady and Friends. Top 2, and there's 3 of them. Harpy Lady and her sisters was the first female monsters that appeared in the anime that was a force to be reckoned with. My Valentine, the expert of the Harpy Lady archetype, is the first female character who was introduced in the anime as a strong duelist with an interesting backstory and an anti hero narrative, unlike most of the other female characters who were just there. Throughout the years, Harpy Lady has received loads of support, but we are still waiting for that one Harpy Lady card which is finally going to make the archetype relevant. As you can guess by how revealing the outfit of Harpy Lady is, this card was censored for her international release. She was censored in the anime, and surprisingly, even in the Japanese version of the anime. And number 1, we have Injection Fairy Lily. I know this might be an obscure choice for a lot of you, but I don't give a damn. This is not only my favorite female monster, but also one of my favorite monsters of all time. The adorable background with the hearts and that Nurse Joy outfit with her riding a massive syringe is twisted sick and I love it. During the old school times, Injection Fairy Lily was a card that could literally save your life. By paying 2,000 life points, this normal summon card could get rid of any 3,000 attack beater your opponent controlled. During 2004, Injection Fairy Lily was considered so strong by Konami, and only Konami, that she landed on the ban list for a whole year. Something that never really made any sense because no matter how useful this card was between regular players, in a schoolyard duel, competitively she rarely saw any play. Only in some rare occasions, maybe when Dragon Lords were dominant. What the fuck are Dragon Lords? He's talking like fucking Dragon Ruler. No one played this card during Dragon Ruler format. Are you kidding me? Draco Sack. Ejection Fairy Lily. Attack. Attack your token, bro. Now it's down to 3. And who knows? How's it down to 3? You mean up to 3? Who knows? Maybe one day she'll find her spotlight. I just wish Konami makes an Injection Fairy Lily archetype. Fun fact, she has a retrained version. Counselor Lily. Also, the OCG version of the card has crosses on the background and on her hat instead of hearts, as well as a halo on her head. But it was censored for religious reasons. And that was top 20 Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are also gay icons. Jesus Christ. So if you have anything funny that you'd like me to read, let me know down below in the comments. Please subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed yourself. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you. You have a great night. Bye-bye.